Alright, we're live, I think. I don't really know. I've never really live streamed from my phone before. So I gotta actually check it out. Let's see. I also don't... Oh, we are live. And I gotta turn my volume down here or else we'll get the weird echoing going on. Alright, let's get in the chat. Ethan, we are gonna start. JXB Outdoors, hello. Nathan, what's up? Evan, sick dude, right back at you. Shut up and ride, my boy. Alright. This is it. I count as the first YouTuber, mountain bike YouTuber, that is, to get their Hero 8. This counts. I pre-ordered it, came right from GoPro, and it got here in 2 days, which is actually pretty impressive. So that's just... I haven't even opened. I haven't opened the box or anything. I'm really hoping that GoPro is actually in here, or this is going to be the worst live stream ever. Ah, Paul, I see you've made it to my GoPro, my GoPro unboxing video. Paul thought that he would get the GoPro Hero 8 first, but no, I couldn't let that happen. Chester Wynn, you just found my channel yesterday. Well, thanks for joining. Alright, here it is. Oh, what else? Oh, they give you a free SD card when you do the pre-order. I think when you order any GoPro off the website, well, at least when you do the pre-order, 32 gig, you know, SD card, pretty normal stuff. Okay, let's see. Alright, chat. How many people we got here? 33 people. But only 2 likes on the video. Come on, guys. Come on. I can't open it with that few of likes. Oof. Alright, here it is. So, box looks like every other GoPro Hero 8 box. There's the GoPro. Oh, and Jeff, I don't know if you can, let's see if you can see that right up in there. Jeff Gulovich in a little fake image in the back. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's open this gracefully. Okay, Paul is mocking my metal straw. This is how we save the future, Paul. Metal straws. And my monster, my special monster edition mason jar. What's in the jar? The secret drink. Alright, how do I open this thing? I feel like I shouldn't destroy the box, but the pressure's on to get it open. I mean, Paul, I could drink my drink without the straw, but drinks with straws are better. And you know what? I'm okay with the shame of using a straw. Its benefits outweigh the cost. Oh, there we go. You know what, Riley? Everyone is focused on Paul. Paul, I'm going to need you to go away so that we can get back to our GoPro Hero 8 unboxing. Alright. So the first thing about the GoPro Hero 8 that's pretty interesting is you don't need a case anymore, and well, like this sort of skeleton-y looking thing, because the GoPro has the mounts and everything already in it, which is kind of interesting. The one thing I don't like that Jordan Boostmaster, I think, pointed out was that this protective lens over top of the Hero 8 doesn't look replaceable anymore. So if you smash it, I guess you have to buy a new one? I don't really like that, because here's... I don't know, let's see if you can see this. On the Hero 7, there's this protective lens, and you can see there's kind of a little lip here, and if you smash it, you can just twist it off, buy a new one. I think they're like $20 or something. But if you smash this one, I guess that's it, game over. Which kind of sucks. This is cool though. Look at these, the flaps. They sit flush in there, and then, let's see if we can get it out. Then we have the GoPro mount. So instead of using, you know, one of the, I don't know what these cases are called, the skeleton case for the Hero 7 and lower, you just pop out the little mounts and hook it up. Another thing is, usually I would film with this, which is my chest mount, and it's got the Karma grip on it, and it's been really good. I really like gimbal footage. I still think gimbal footage is the best, but now, because of the way the Hero 8 is, the way that this would fit into the Karma grip is basically you take this door off, and there's USB-C in there and a little HDMI. That slides in the Karma grip. That's how this all fits together. But now with the Hero 8, there's not a door really, or it's, what side would it be on? Oop, it'd be on this side. There's no door here anymore, it's just a power button. But it's actually a different shape. It's actually it's a little thinner. Yeah, it is kind of a different, it's got a bit of a different shape to it altogether. I mean, long story short, I'm not going to be able to put it in the gimbal anymore. I remember Eric from BCPOV saying that even in his Evo SS gimbal, which is like, I think it's like a clamp over top of the GoPro, he doesn't think it's going to work either. And so yeah, well, maybe we just won't need gimbals anymore. I'm actually just such a huge fan of the chin mount. It's just so much more convenient than wearing the chest mount. The chest mount is just so, I find it kind of annoying. And the gimbal's kind of annoying. I don't mind wearing it. But with the chin mount, you actually just forget that you're wearing it. And then you have an excuse to wear a full face all the time. And yeah. And actually, the Pro frame, which I thought I might not use that much when I bought it, because I bought it for the EWS. But now that it's winter and my head gets cold when I'm out riding, I really like wearing the full face just because it keeps my head warm. So maybe I should stop ignoring the chat and see if you guys have any questions. Ugh. It is raining out, and it's supposed to rain forever now. So I don't know when I'll film with the Hero 8, unless you want a low light test. But let me know what you guys want to see. If I could ever, I can't get the sticker off the back even. It's too much pressure. Come on. All right, I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna skip to the bottom of the chat because I've been ignoring you guys. Okay, Mario. Hey, did I hear a GoPro giveaway? Well, let's see. Do I have a Hero 5 somewhere that's broken? I could give that away. But no, I can't give this away. I just got it. Hypersmooth 1 versus 2. The videos I've seen so far, the Hypersmooth 2 does look quite a bit better, and I think that's going to be really cool. I think I'll probably do, yeah, I'll do a Hypersmooth 1 versus 2, and we'll do it on the chin mount, and then maybe I'll compare it to the gimbal, but we will just compare like Hero 7 gimbal footage versus the Hero 8, just Hypersmooth. There is the Boost Hypersmooth too, but that one crops in too much, I think. So another thing I was wondering too about the Hypersmooth 2.0 was I was hoping that it didn't crop in as much. So with the GoPro Hero 7, you do Super View, which we like, and then if you put on Hypersmooth, it crops it in, I think, 10%. I was kind of hoping that with the Hero 8, it would crop into just regular Super View. But I'm just making that up. I don't think that's true. I think it still crops in 10%, but I think the actual smoothing is better. Andre, send hello to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Huge difference between the 7 and 8? No, not really. The outside, I guess, is the biggest difference. Hypersmooth 2 looks to be a little different. And, oh, the audio. The audio I've heard from the Hero 8 seems to be much better than the 7. What's crazy is the 7 was quite a bit better than the 6. So it looks like we're finally getting some decent audio, which took way too long. When the Hero 5 didn't have good audio, that should have been it for bad audio. GoPro should have been like, oh, let's just put better mics on it. For some reason it took, what is that? 6, 7, even 8 has just okay audio. It should be better. Yeah, we're still like 3 generations in and they are just slowly getting the audio better. Let's see. It doesn't have a built-in battery. Let's see if I can take it out. Yeah, pressure's on. Ugh. Oh yeah, battery's not in there because I didn't open the rest of the box. So they give you one mount on the top here. And let's see, how do I open this? Karam, you know what? I don't like your sassy questions. For everyone else in the live stream, that's my old roommate. And he likes to just be mean to me. And Chump MTV. I have done live streams before. My last one was when I got my 2S, my red 2S, which is a 2018? It is a 2018. So it was a 2018 2S CF. That would have been in April. Yeah, no one live streams anymore, and that's why I thought I would do one. Now that it's winter, maybe we'll see some more live streams. Cameron, Ladin or BC? I'm not sure where that is, but hello. Let's see, Aiden, if you crash and break the mount, do you need to replace the camera? Or can you just get the mount replaced? You know what, that's a good question. I was wondering that too, because the mount... Oh yeah, so the mount, these little mounts here, let's see if we can see this. There's some bolts in the bottom there. Let's see if I can point this in right. Okay, you can't really see it. But there's a couple bolts in the bottom here. Looks like if you broke the mount off, that you would just get some new ones. I guess as long as the threads on the actual GoPro itself are okay, you could just replace the mounts, which is good. I like this. I like this little flippy mount thing. I like it. All right, let's see. Rain Webster, hello from New Zealand. GXP Outdoors, how do you like your YT, and what do you think about Scott bikes like the Genius? Well, I do like my YT. I like all 3 of them. One that I'm trying to sell. If you need a downhill bike, my 2017 YT2S is for sale. Go check it out on Pink Bike. I really like my 2018 2S CF Pro. That's probably been my favorite bike. There's just nothing I would change about it. That's the way I like to put it. There's no parts that I want to change. It feels good. Ride's nice. The Capra is a little short, and I find that it doesn't climb that well. And I think I'm going to get a new bike probably pretty soon. Maybe one with bigger wheels. As for Scott bikes, I've never ridden Scott bikes. Maybe you should ask Paul the punter. He is a sponsor's dream, as they say. Ryan Stockwell asking important questions that I don't know if I'll be able to say. It's a bit of a tongue twister. All right, I'm going to give it a go. How many cans can a VanCan can if a VanCan can cans? Many. Many is the answer. Karam, I'm just going to keep ignoring your mean comments. Triple Threat Motorsports. Can't wait to see the video quality. So glad I got myself a YT Capra aluminum comp and your heel chip. Oh, thank you. I think the YT Capra aluminum is just such a good deal. It's I can't remember, what do they cost Canadian? It was like 3,300. Or wait, no, the comp. The base is 3,300 and the comp is like $4,000 or something. And the spec is just so good. And they look really good too. It's just hard to beat that price. Warranty sucks, but I mean, it wasn't that expensive, so you'll be okay. What state do I live in? I live in the great state of British Columbia, also known as province here in Canada. Ethan Becker, can you get a close-up shot of the chin mount? I'm still trying to find a good handmade mount for my Pro frame. So the way that I mount it is like super questionable. I took I took just like the regular flat sticky mount, stuck it on sort of the flat part of the Pro frame, and just went to town with zip ties. And I did that because it was the morning of the race, I think, where we figured out. Can't remember who now. Sorry to whoever figured it out. I think Eric from BCPOV said that we couldn't wear chest mounts in the EWS. So we all raced around and tried to find our, best chin mount setup. So I got a sticky mount, stuck it on here, zip tied it quick. It could definitely be a lot cleaner, but it works. And since I haven't really needed to replace it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of. But actually now I can take off. Ooh, let's see if I can take this off. I don't even need this little skeleton thing anymore because of the new mount on the Hero 8. Let's see, where are we now? Keeping up with the chat is a lot of work. Alright, we're skipping to the bottom. Triple Thent Motorsports. It's okay, I zip tied my Pro Shot mount after the Velcro wore out to my Moto helmet for a few races. Mark, do you plan to do a trip to Quebec province to get some footage there? We have a lot of very amazing trails, but I still want to go to BC. I'd really like to go to Quebec. Eric from BCPOV is putting up videos from his Quebec trip, and the trails look super good. And yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to get over there. It's a long drive. I think if you drove it straight, let's see, it's about 23 hours from Vancouver to Winnipeg, and then another 24. It's 48 hours. I think if you drove from Vancouver, actually that's Vancouver to Toronto, is probably 48 hours. So if you want to go to Quebec, which is another 8 hours, it's like 56, 60-hour drive. Canada's really long. Jeez, 60-hour drive across Canada. All right. The battery. I should probably, actually I wonder if it's charged. Oh, they give you mounts too. Give you the curved mount. There's the battery. I wonder if the batteries are the same. I hadn't really thought about this. So I have the battery from the 5 and the battery from the 7, and I would just use them interchangeably. My dog's having a coughing fit. Okay, he's okay. I would use the batteries from the Hero 5 in the Hero 7, and that way I just had 2 batteries. But I heard that this battery is a little different, and maybe you can't use them interchangeably, which means I have to buy more batteries, which would be kind of annoying. Yeah, triple threat. I think the battery life is supposed to be longer. I thought they gave you more mounts than this. They gave you just a curved mount? I thought they gave you a flat mount too. I guess it's pretty flat. It's like pretty flat, but a little curved. Okay. Let's see if we're charged here. Alright, let's take this sticker off finally. Chester Wind, the Hero 8, after shipping and tax and all that stuff was, I think they charged me 550 Canadian, I think I saw on my credit card, which is pretty good, I guess, because they give you this SD card as well. Alright, pressure's on to get this battery in here too. I had it in backwards. Okay, hold on. There we go. Come on. I'm scared I'm going to break it. Okay. Is it charged? Oh, it is. Oh, it is a little charged. It's got... Oh, it's doing a little animation now. I don't know how much battery it has. Rain. I wonder how many people actually know what VanCan means. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't. And Aiden is right that I just named my channel after where I live right now, which is Vancouver, Canada, which in hindsight just sounds totally boring. And when people say my channel name out loud, it's like, you know, nails on a chalkboard, cringy. I don't know. Maybe everyone feels that way, you know, about their own channel names, but I feel that way about mine. A fellow Nicholas. How do I like the Pro Frame? I really like the Pro Frame. It's nice for winter riding, like I said, because it keeps your head warm, but it's so breathable that even though you are kind of sweating a little bit, it airs you out. And when you're doing things like enduro races and you need to be a little more safe, it's really good to have a full face helmet on. And also, chin mounting the GoPro is really good. I really like it. It's worse video quality than the gimbal, but it's just so much more convenient than wearing a gimbal. Okay, so now we're being asked a bunch of questions. I have to agree to GoPro's legal mumbo jumbo. I'm going to turn the GPS off. GoPro app. Oh, it's going to make me install the GoPro app before I can use it? No, really? Oh, okay, yeah. I can skip using the GoPro app. What day is it today? Okay, wait, is this day, month, year, or year, month, day? Ah. Alright, shut up and ride. I'll see you later. Mario, yeah, we'll do kind of like a review for mountain biking, see if it's worse or better than the Hero 7, or at least worth it. Dan, okay, yeah, let's go through my settings. I think that's a good one. And then Rain, have you thought of getting a new DH helmet so you can do a chin mount on it? Yeah, so I have Troy Lee Designs D2 or D3. I have the non-carbon one, and it's not as convenient to do the chin mount. I think, what helmet do I like? The POC. I'm not sure what their DH helmet is called, but I like the POC helmets. Oh, I think there's a new Troy Lee Design helmet coming out. They make such good helmets. I really like them. I would get that again. Never Quit. Thank you. I'm pretty excited for the new camera. So Jakesby Outdoors, is it worth it to upgrade from the 7 to the 8? Depends. For me, probably. I think the audio is just a little bit better and the Hypersmooth is a little bit better. And, you know, I make GoPro videos every week and, you know, this is kind of a part-time job for me. So yeah, totally worth it for me. But if you already have a 7 and, you know, if you're just filming even just clips for Instagram and stuff to show your family or doing family vacation stuff, I don't think you'll notice that the Hypersmooth is really that much better. You know, these little clips being down here is kind of convenient, but, you know, not a deal breaker. And then what else is new about it? I mean, those are the two big things that I've you know, that matter to me, that is. So, yeah, depends. Mostly no, I think. The answer is mostly no. Fellow Nicholas, want to ride better. I do want to ride better. I hope to get back there eventually. Probably not until next spring or summer, though. It's pretty far to Chilliwack, and riding there in the rain, it'll be okay. Triple Threat Motorsports, how do you like your Troy Lee? I have a set of their moto gear, and it wasn't that great. Also, I'm curious to see how much better the 8 is than the 5. So the Hero 8, so the 7 was a lot better than the 5, I think. I think the 8 will be, again, better than the 7, so of course it'll be, you know, just all around better than the 5. But okay, let me see here. What month are we in? And what day is it? It's the 16th of the year, 2019. And it is 6 o'clock. 6:27 here in Vancouver. 6:27 p.m. Okay, all right, 15% battery. Chump MTB, do you think they fixed the low light problem with Hypersmooth 2? No, I don't think so. I think that's not so much a problem with Hypersmooth as it is just with small sensors and cameras in general. For the Hypersmooth to work properly, I think the shutter speed needs to be high enough, and you just need more light for that. You know, when you have these small sensors, you've got these small lenses, you got a small amount of light coming in. You know, low light situations are going to be tricky. You know, it's why people use full frame cameras. You know, big sensors, big lenses, more light helps with all that kind of stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, about the Troy Lee designs. I really like my helmet, but that's all I've used from them. So I've never used their gloves or anything else. So yeah, if you need a Troy Lee Designs D2 or D3 helmet, yeah, I recommend that. Senderbud, hello, back to you. Eagles Gaming, well, we're doing an unboxing. That's what's up. And okay, so let's go through my settings. So far, the screen on the back actually looks quite a bit better. It's clearer, a little bit more contrast. Looks like probably a little bit higher resolution than the Hero 7. That's the first thing I'm noticing. Yeah, it's definitely a better screen. Just comparing the two, it definitely looks just all around better. Just brighter, more contrast, more color, higher resolution. So, let's see here. Back to the chat. Triple Threat Motorsports. Does the 8 not have replaceable lenses? I'm also talking about motorcycle hard enduros, but I also want to get into MTB enduros. No, it doesn't have the replaceable lens on the front, which is kind of annoying because if you smash this little protective lens, then I'm not sure what you do. With the 7 and everything before that, you've got these replaceable, you know, protective lenses on the outside that are whatever, 20 bucks, really easy to replace. But these can't do that. It's all one piece in the front here. Cinderbud, you are correct. The lens is built in. Rain, yes, I would love to go to New Zealand. My friend and I have been talking about it for quite a while, but it's still just a pipe dream. But one day we'll come to New Zealand. So okay, so my GoPro settings, let's just take a look now. So I like, let's see, I gotta figure this out now. Okay, so you can do a bunch of presets for settings here, since we can quickly change between them. That's kind of cool. So I think I have to add my new setting here. So resolution, I like 4K, basically the highest resolution we can do. Oh yeah, the new codec or whatever it is supposed to be a higher bit rate, I think it is. So we're supposed to have higher quality video on the Hero 8, even though it'll seem like the same settings. So let's see, 4K, and I like to do 24 frames per second. I think when you start to get the higher frame rates, the motion looks a little too smooth, and 24 frames a second, that's kind of what they use. That's, you know, in TV and movies and stuff. That's just what people are used to, and I think that's probably the way to go for most videos. And okay, so 4K, 24 frames per second. And then we want to go to Super View, which I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 4K, 24 frames per second, lens on Super View. We're going to go Hyper Smooth on. So yeah, I was right. It does crop in 10%. And okay, you can just have Hyper Smooth on or off. How do you turn on the boost, I wonder? Maybe it's not available in 4K? I don't know. So low light I leave off. There's a zoom setting off. Clips. I'm not sure what this new clips thing is. Shoot a quick 15 or 30-second video that's easy to save to your phone and share on social media. No, don't need that. And okay, so Protune. This is where I think the biggest difference comes in for your GoPro settings. Okay, I should get back to the chat and stop ignoring you guys. Okay, triple thread again. What shoes do you wear when you ride when you're riding MTB? I just got a set of 510s, the free riders today, and I'm amazed at the difference between the Vans and the 510s. I also wear 510 free riders. When I BMX, basically I would just always buy, random skate shoes, Vans, Nikes, whatever. I tried that for mountain biking, and I just found like there just wasn't enough support. They weren't stiff enough. The sole just wasn't thick enough. And so yeah, I got the 510 free riders, the grippy compound for the pedals, all this stuff. They're thick, they last. I really like them. And there's not too many mountain bike specific shoes out there right now. So yeah, 510s, luckily, they're one of the only ones making shoes, I think. And they're good, so can't complain. Maybe a little expensive though. I think the Free Ride Pros are, well into the 200 plus range, but I only need to buy like one pair a year, that is. Well, Aiden rides clipped in. I don't ride clipped in because that's scary. Okay, so Protune. This time we can do our bit rate. I'm gonna go all the way to high. So we use a higher bit rate to create pro quality videos with optimal image quality, but we got large files. Okay, we already knew that. Shutter we're gonna leave on auto. EV comp, I like to go down to -0.5 on my other GoPros. Sometimes I dabble with -1. I think in one of Jordan Boostmaster's recent videos, he mentions that he goes down, maybe it's an Instagram post, where he puts his EV compensation down to -2, which I feel like gets it pretty dark. But yeah, I'm gonna try sticking around at -0.5 and see how that goes. And okay, white balance. Let's see. I used to change these things to flat, but I can't figure that out on the new GoPro. So ISO min, I leave it 100. ISO max, I usually just turn the ISO max up to whatever it can go to. It's better to get the shot and it be grainy than to not get the shot. Sharpness, I go down to low. Sharpness is something you pretty much always want to add in post-processing. Usually when you have things like your phone and your GoPro and you have high sharpness, it looks okay, but usually it looks weird. If you're just sharing on your phone and doing family video stuff, that's fine. But yeah, when you're making videos every week, you wanna add that sharpness in after. So here we are, GoPro. I don't use GoPro Color, even though I think it's actually pretty good. I actually might just test using the GoPro Color. Right now I color grade all my videos. So I shoot in the flat color profile, and I'm going to change the audio so I'm going to change it to, where is it? What's it called? Stereo only. So the GoPro has a setting that turns on automatically when it detects that there's lots of wind noise, and it kind of makes this weird muffle filter and doesn't sound that great. So that's why I just use sort of my wind cover. I pull it over the GoPro and that stops the wind noise, and that way I can just leave the mics on stereo. Sounds way better. The filter, I guess if you're not if you're not putting out really long videos for YouTube and stuff like that, and you're just doing family videos, using the auto is fine. The wind filter does work pretty well. It's better than the wind noise, but to get the best audio, you want to use something like a wind slayer. Cover it, and then make sure that the mics are in stereo only. So let's see here, white balance. How do I change it to native? I just saw it, but I don't know how to get the setting back. So you can change the white balance to whatever. Oh, there we go. Okay, so instead of having automatic white balance or even setting the color temperature, I just leave it on native and I color correct it later. So I think that's it. High bitrate, shutter auto, EV comp -0.5, ISO at the maximum, ISO max at the maximum, which is 6400 for this camera. ISO min at the minimum, which is 100 for this camera. White balance set to native because we're going to color correct later. Sharpness set to low. color profile flat, again, because we're gonna color correct. Sharpness, that's something we add in post-processing too. So I color correct and sharpen and edit all in DaVinci Resolve. It's a free video editing program, and yeah, it's really good at color correcting, and it's an okay editor, and it's free, so that's awesome. Raw audio, I think medium is the one that lets you choose the mics you want, and mics set on stereo, and that is it. Okay, that's going to be all my settings. We're going to call this preset. Oh, it has a pre-name, bike. So okay, we're on the bike preset. Okay, back to the chat. Oops, knocking boxes over. Okay. Mark's saying that clips aren't scary. They're probably not scary once you get used to them. And, you know, obviously lots of racers use them, and it keeps your feet on the pedals. But I still like doing tricks and stuff. And I like flat pedals, so. Jackson, do I want to ride the North Shore sometime? Well, I do ride there pretty often, especially in the winter. Chester Wynn, what was your worst crash? I think it's on Instagram. I posted it a while back. I posted it as a meme though. You know, if you can find it, I think it's just the best meme. It was in Whistler, and it was in the fall, and it was one of the last weekends before it closed, and it was getting pretty cold, so we went up to the Garbo zone, and I think it was our first run even, and I was cold, both in that I hadn't, you know, ridden the bike very much yet, and cold is just, you know, it was like 3 degrees up there, so it was physically cold. And we did Original Sin, and then we came down, and there's Oakley Island, and there was the big hip, you know, the Oakley Cinder on one side, and then there's a step up, and then there's another step up, and usually I do the hip on the far left, far rider's left, but I was like, you know what, I haven't warmed up yet, you know, it's a big jump, I'm going to take it easy. So I went down to go into the step up, and for some reason, even though I decided to hit the step up because I was taking it easy, I went just like no brakes down the hill, full speed. I hit the step up, and all those step ups they're not very good jumps, and almost every time I see someone hit them with speed, they get bucked, and most of the time they're going slow enough that their front wheel lands and they're okay, but I was going fast enough that I rotated all the way over. I had to jump over the bars, and I hit my shoulder really hard. I didn't dislocate it, but they showed me the x-ray, and there's kind of 3 bones here, and they're all smushed together, and I had to be in a sling I was probably in a sling for like 2 or 3 weeks until I could take it out, and then my shoulder was pretty sore for a while after that, and I don't remember how long before I got back totally to normal. I still got a weird, you know, bone lumps sticking up now because of my crash, so let's, you know, I try not to do that anymore. Aiden, you ever ride trestle? No, I haven't ridden too many places actually. I only really started mountain biking 2 years ago when I moved here, and so I've only really ridden here in Vancouver, you know, Chilliwack, you know, Langley, Greater Vancouver area, then Squamish and Whistler, and I don't think I've really ridden anywhere else. So I've got a lot of riding to do. I really want to go into the interior. I want to go down to Bellingham. I'd love to go down to like Moab and Sedona. So yeah, there's a lot of riding I got to do. Okay, let's see here. Amy, yeah, that would have been worse than clips. I'm assuming you're talking about my crash. Yeah, it would have been really bad because luckily I was able to sort of jump over my bars and then roll on the ground. I think if I was in clips that I wouldn't have been able to unclip, or I mean, maybe I would have, but if I wasn't able to unclip, then my feet would have just stayed attached to the bike, and then I would have kind of scorpion dived into the ground, and you know, who knows what would have happened. It would have been pretty bad. Unpaved, West Kootenays, one day. Amy, you should come to AR again. So it's on the list. I've got a whole whole list of places I gotta go. Cinderbud. So I've only been mountain biking for 2 years, but I rode BMX for, let's see, I started biking when I was 13, and I had like kind of okay mountain bikes until I was about 15, and I bought a BMX. Then I rode BMX from 15 until I guess I was 27. So yeah, I rode BMX for 12 years. And then when I moved here, I picked up a mountain bike because, you know, it's Vancouver. And yeah, so I've been riding bikes for a really long time, and BMX teaches you all those fundamentals. So you know, I could already jump and bunny hop and manual and all that kind of stuff, but what I had to get used to was like riding wet routes and cornering and tech and all that kind of stuff. So Aiden's telling me that when you crash in clips, normally they come out because your feet twist out. Okay, well that's good. I'm still scared of clips, but at least I know if I ever try clips and I crash, it should be okay. Amy, your name's actually Marshall, and you're using your mom's computer. That's funny. So Chester Wynn asks, what's your main bikes? So you can kind of see them. Let's see if I can point at the camera right. So I've got my 2018 YT Capra CF, and I've got a 2018 YT2S CF Pro. Those are basically the bikes I ride the most. I don't ride my downhill bike in the winter very much because I don't shuttle and the park's closed. So basically the downhill bike gets put away. So I ride my Capra pretty much all winter, but when summer comes around and the park's open, I love the bike park. So much fun. I ride that. I probably end up riding my downhill bike more from, you know, May to October. So yeah, those are my main bikes. But I am on the hunt for a new bike. So, you know, watch out for that new bike video coming out sometime soon-ish. What was my first bike? Specialized rock hopper. 2000, you know what? Let's look it up. 2007? No. 2005? Yeah, okay, found it. If I figured out how to live stream properly, I would show you this. But everyone Google 2005 2005 Specialized Rock Hopper Pro Disc. That silver rock hopper with sort of the red Specialized logo with the drop-off fork. That was the first bike I got in 2005. And that was right before I started BMXing. So I got that bike. I became like a street riding mountain biker, and eventually, when I was 15, I just bought a BMX. Jackson recommends the Rocky Mountain Slayer. I really like the Rocky Mountain Slayer. They're cool. The new one's interesting. It's I'd really like to try it. Unpaved N+1, yeah. Well, N+3 if we could. I actually have. Oh, I didn't mention my Fit. What frame is it? It's a Fit Beacon BMX. It's not a BMX you can just buy because I built it up all myself. It's a Fit Beacon frame. I built cinema wheels onto profile hubs, and then it's pretty much Fit parts for the rest of it. Fit cranks, Fit Big Mac bars, ODI grips. I don't run brakes, so no brakes. Then I think like a Fit sprocket, and I think that's it for BMX parts. No suspension to talk about. And my first mountain bike when I moved here was a 2017? Yeah, 2017 Norco Range C7.3. It's that, if you go to like my first video, just go to, videos and go to, oldest, sort by oldest. It's that Norco Range, that baby blue one. It's pretty good. I liked it. The components were okay, and I didn't love the baby blue, but it was alright. Triple Threat, have you had any issues with your Capra as far as frame squeaks? My brake squeak, he's only had 5 big rides on it. He thinks he got something. If your brakes are squeaking, then yeah, it's a brake problem, as opposed to like a Capra problem. It could be a lot of things. Yeah, if you got any like oil, like chain lube, even you got too much dirt in there on the disc, on the pads, they can stop working and they can get really noisy. And even if well, you said you've done 5 big rides. They're probably bedded in by now if you've done 5 big rides. Sometimes when they're not bedded in, they won't work and they'll be noisy. So yeah, first thing I would do is try cleaning them off. Get some disc brake cleaner, clean them off. Rain, you're right, is a Hero 8 unboxing transformed into a Q&A. For the most part, I think we're done unboxing. I think there's not too much more to look at. If you guys have any questions, now's your chance. We got it right here. If there's anything you want to know about basically the outside or sort of the screen or anything like that, let me know in the comments. We have 3% battery. Okay, you know what we can check right now? Let's check if the Hero 7 battery works in the Hero 8. Okay, so that's one of the big things is this whole right-hand side of the GoPro is a big flap that has the battery and the USB-C, whereas on the other GoPros you had USB-C and HDMI on one side, and then you had, battery and SD card on the bottom. So we pull the battery out. It does look the same. So this is the Hero 7, or maybe even the Hero 5 battery. I don't know, because I've mixed them up quite a bit. And then we got the Hero 8 battery. And are they the same? Is this going to work? It looks like it might. I don't know. Let's just put it in there. Hopefully this doesn't break the GoPro. Let's find out. I mean, why wouldn't they use the same battery? It'd be weird reason, why would they change the battery? Oh. You know what? Maybe for the high bit rate, they need a battery that can put out more current, and the old batteries maybe aren't meant to do that, because I put in the old battery, the Hero 7 or 5 battery, and the little note pops up that says, use a GoPro rechargeable battery, Hero 8 Black for peak performance. So I wonder what happens if you use this battery. Does it just not work properly? Or am I going to get glitches? I don't know. But, that was stuck in there pretty good. But yeah, I'm not going to find out right now. We're just going to use the GoPro Hero 8 battery. Wasn't expecting that. Triple Threat, yeah, my last video, my seat was squeaking so much. When you wash the bike, a bit of water gets under the rails, it dries it out in there, and it just gets super squeaky. Yeah, I've greased it. It's much quieter. It's totally quiet, actually. It's not much quieter. It doesn't make any noise anymore. So my next video, well, maybe not my next video, but the video after that, when we're out riding the shore again, no more noise, I promise. Until I wash my bike again, then the deal's off. Okay, let's see if you asked any questions. Alright, does anyone want to know anything about the GoPro Hero 8 before we put it away? I want to go charge it and play around with this thing a little bit. What grease did I use? I didn't use any grease. I just took some wet lube, squeezed it in there a little bit, let it soak for a bit, wiped off the excess, good to go. It's a seat. You don't need to get too crazy. Just do whatever works. And okay. So, I think that's all of our unboxing. But let's take a look. So this is going to be my camera setup. Here's a little behind the scenes for everyone. I've got the sticky mount, just like you would get in the GoPro Hero 8 box, just like this. And I stuck it on the Pro Frame helmet. This is a Fox Pro Frame. I think they have a new one out now, but it should be the same for most full-face helmets. So I just stuck this on here, and then I took the mount, just like this one, again, you get in the GoPro Hero 8 box, or basically this is just the standard GoPro, you know, sliding mount. I've got that on there. I went to town zip tying it, and all we need is this little screw here. We flip out the new little tabs, and here we go. It's kind of weird not having a case around it. That's a bit strange. But look at that. Oh, it's actually lighter. That's the one thing about the GoPro. The Hero 8 is actually a little bit lighter than the Hero 7. And I think I'm definitely going to notice it, because that weight on your chin, just, you know, if it's, you know, 100 grams less, yeah, you're definitely going to notice that when you're shaking your head around. So there we go. Oh, I got to do my marks again now. That's going to be... So I marked on my GoPro where I put, where I mount it, so I know which angle to use. But now there's no marks on here anymore. It's on this one. So let's see. I'm gonna have to figure this out one day. Alright, we can do that later. But there you go. That's my setup, and this is the setup being used by almost every YouTuber now. It's just so simple. And yeah, we're gonna do some side-by-side comparisons. So berm unit, I am going to do a side-by-side comparison on the same trail with the Hero 8 and except for the Hero 8. Okay, so I can do a side-by-side comparison of the Hero 8 and the chin mount, but you must have missed, we showed that the Hero 8 can't fit in the Karma grip because of the way where the flaps are and where the USB-C all fits in. It's different than the Hero 7. So I could do the Hero 7 in the Karma grip, and then the Hero 8 on the chin mount. We could sort of compare those two. We could talk about, because those are the two setups basically I would choose between. It's like, do I want to use the Hero 7 in the gimbal, or do I want to put the Hero 8 on the chin mount? I mean, I could put the Hero 7 in the chin mount, but now that I have the Hero 8, if I'm going to do a chin mount, I'm going to use the Hero 8. If I'm going to use the gimbal, I'm going to use the Hero 7. So really, I'll do a side-by-side comparison of the Hero 7 and the Hero 8, but really it'll be a comparison of, you know, the two options that I have for, you know, mountain bike vlogging. And yeah, Scott is right that it's going to be raining forever. So, you know, we'll wait till the rain passes in 6 or 7 months, and then I'll put out my video about the GoPro Hero 8. And I think that's it. I think we're pretty much done unboxing, and I'm gonna go plug it in. I'm gonna go play with it, and I'm gonna enjoy my metal straw drink. And so go like this video now. Go watch my last video on the North Shore, because that will show you the Hero 7 in the chin mount, and probably not my next 2 videos. Actually, I'll probably just end up putting this one out sooner. So I have a few videos that I haven't put out yet. They're on Patreon though, if you want to go check that out. They're not out to the public yet, but I use the Hero 7 to film them. But pretty much moving forward, everything's going to be the Hero 8. So in about 3 videos from now, it's all going to be Hero 8 footage. So if you see a video from me in a month, it's Hero 8. You can strive with the Hero. Wow, strive. You can live stream with the Hero 8. I don't know how you'd use it for gaming though. Everyone's curious about what's in the secret cup. And Scott, yeah, you should go ride Crippler. It's all that like janky North Shore stuff is so fun. It's I kind of put it off too. You know, I'd always ride like Espresso and even like Seven Secrets, a little, you know, flowier. But, you know, Crippler, Digger, Skull, Lower Ladies. Is there something else down there? Oh, Boundary. Boundary is really good right now. They redid a bunch of wood on it. They fixed up the trail, the NSMBA. And yeah, it's running really well. I think that's in Is that in the end of this video? No, I wrote Digger at the end of the Crippler video. Oh yeah, so spoiler alert. In not my next video, but the video after that, I'm going to be riding Boundary and Skull. Those are the last two double black trails I've never ridden. Well, I've ridden them now, but you'll see the video of me riding them for the first time. And okay, I think that's it. And I think we're all ready. We're all ready to call it a day. So here's the Hero 8. That's not the Hero 8. Oh, I've already lost it. It's on my chin. So there's the Hero 8. I'm going to give it a go. It's all going to be chin mount. I can't use the gimbal anymore. Really looking forward to it. And yeah, I don't know. How do you end these things? I think I just go push stop and that'll be it. So alright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go watch my videos. And maybe I'll live stream a little more often.